If you are a Seventh-day Adventist, you need to watch and share this video with family and friends. The leaders of the North American division respond to a proposal that calls the Trump administration to enforce a uniform day of rest. In fact, the proposal for a Sunday law enforcement is championed by the Heritage Foundation, the publisher of Project 2025. And I want us to read the response of the North American division against the proposal of Sunday laws. And the report I'm going to read right now is found on the official website of the North American division. Okay, so let's get real quick into the response by the NAD and see what is in there. A proposal by a Washington, D.C. based advocacy organization to legally recognize and enforce a uniform day of rest represents a disturbing disregard for the religious freedom of all Americans. The Heritage Foundation's document, Saving America by Saving the Family, calls for states and local municipalities to restrict commercial activities on Sunday as a way to promote spiritual engagement and provide a regular day of relaxation for American workers. Seventh-day Adventists believe all people have been created in God's image with the freedom to worship according to the dictates of their conscience. For more than 160 years, the church has forcefully advocated against any form of Sunday law. Adventists have always understood these laws, whether at a local, state, or federal level, as attempts to compel conscience, even when they are defended on pretextual secular grounds, such as promoting the health and communities of families. This new proposal for a uniform day of rest is irreconcilable with America's rich heritage of protecting the religious freedom of all its citizens, regardless of their religious beliefs or non-beliefs. It represents a dangerous desire to use state power to advance religious objectives. Restricting commercial activities on Sunday also raises serious practical concerns for members of those faiths that do not worship on Sunday, including Seventh-day Adventists and Orthodox Jews. Sunday laws run counter to the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which reserves religious freedom for all Americans by requiring the government to remain neutral between different religious faiths. Our church leaders in the North American Division and the Union Conferences will continue to uphold the banner of truth and religious liberty, firmly opposing this proposal and any similar measures. It is coming, and this is just the beginning. Yes, this is just the beginning. The NAD is responding to those that are pushing for Sunday laws. People are pushing hard. Institutions are working underground to push for a uniform day of rest, which is Sunday. All right, and they want the Trump administration to start doing this. They want Trump administration to start doing this, friends. And this is what Ellen G. White has said many years ago, that the U.S. will enforce a uniform day of rest. But unfortunately, there are some people that do not believe in Sunday laws, and even some SDAs do not believe in Sunday laws, which is rather unfortunate. It is rather unfortunate. But friends, I believe that what Ellen G. White said concerning some of these things, I believe they are true and they will come to pass. So I want to close with what Ellen G. White said about how this is going to play. Okay, that is what I'm going to leave you with, and I will also leave you to do your own research and see what is going on in the world today to come to a conclusion, all right, by yourself. Okay, so let's look at this here. The dignitaries of church and state will unite to bribe, persuade, or compel all classes to honor the Sunday. The lack of divine authority will be supplied by oppressive enactments. Political corruption is destroying love of justice and regard for truth. And even in free America, rulers and legislators, in order to secure public favor, will yield to the popular demand for a law enforcing Sunday observance. Friends, this is so true. It is so true. Let me repeat this particular statement made by Ellen White. Let me start from here. She says, political corruption is destroying love of justice and regard for truth. And even in free America, rulers and legislators, in order to secure public favor, will yield to the popular demand for a law enforcing Sunday observance. Liberty of conscience, which has cost so great a sacrifice, will no longer be respected. In the soon coming conflict, we shall see exemplified the prophet's word. The dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnants of her seeds, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. It is coming, friends. And are you ready? Are you ready? And this is going to start in the US. It is going to start in the US. So those that are not living in the US, I think it's going to take time before it reaches here. Yeah, so let's put all jokes aside. But what is being played out today, is very, very serious, that we need to all look at with a second eye. We need to actually look at it because this is happening. All right, it is happening. So I would like to know your thoughts about it concerning the push for Sunday laws, whether Trump will actually implement the Sunday laws or he will not do that. And let's see what you think about this in the comments. So share your thoughts in the comments. This is all that I had to share with you. There are more stories coming up, so don't go anywhere. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and may God bless you.